Hi, I'm super excited today to talk to you about some frequently asked questions that I get. And at the end, I'm going to share my secret Stuffy playlist that I listen to every day. And I feel like it's made a huge difference in my life. The first question I get asked a lot is people with or without the device, when you're first sharing a device, people seem to be a little bit overwhelmed because there's so much information. The good news is it's so easy to use. I really suggest people just do one thing a day. And for me, I found, and I suggest people that work with me, is just to do inner voice. It's 2 buttons. Anyone can do 2 buttons, right? You press the little green button at the top, it has a little microphone on it, and you talk for 12 seconds. And then at the bottom is just a little triangle and play. So super easy. You listen to the frequency songs, and it's just easy to do. Not only that, but it calms the central nervous system down. It optimizes your organs and your emotions, and it actually makes me want to do it more because it makes me feel so good. I like to listen to it 1 to 3 times a day. I am rarely just sitting there listening. Occasionally I'll do that if I'm in the sauna or something like that. But usually I'm doing other things with it. I'm answering emails, or I'm reading a book, or I'm doing a dishwasher, cooking, whatever. So it's nice because it doesn't take up a lot of extra time. You can just multitask while you're doing it. The next question I get asked is, how do I learn everything about the scan device? You know, I want to know everything. Where do I go? Well, Solux University is obviously a great place to start. It'll give you a huge base of knowledge to start with. But honestly, I feel like I'm never going to know everything there is to know about this device. There's so much information in here. There's so many things to learn. I feel like it's going to be a lifelong learning process, which I love because I am just like, I learn every day. I love to learn, and I'm a lifelong learner. And I suggest you do the same. Learn something new every day. If something piques your curiosity, just do a quick Google search, learn a little bit more about it. And what happens when you treat these devices like that is you open this one little door and there's a rabbit hole that goes down to something else and something else. And before you know it, you've learned a lot. So for example, if you're running it and you don't know anything about the root chakra, I suggest that you do a Google search, learn a little bit about it, and see if you can connect some dots and see what happens. I think at the end of 1 year, you're going to learn a lot of information. The next thing, people contact me and they say, okay, the device is helping, but it's not helping 100%. Or, you know, I'm just not getting enough out of it. So this is where the magic happens, right? You have to dig a little deeper sometimes. You have to find the root cause. When you find the root cause of something, I feel like magic really happens. I'm going to give you an example. Yesterday, I was working with a long-term client, and she came in and she had a pounding headache. I asked her, you know, 1 to 10, how bad is it? And she said it's about at 8. It's difficult to do anything. So I went ahead and pressed head pressure, Seppi, on her, and we just went about our business, did some other things. And then after a few minutes, I asked her, you know, how's your headache? It's exactly the same. Nothing's happened. Okay. I asked one question, and I was able to dig a little deeper, and we found the root cause. What did you do right before you had the headache? That's the best question to ask. What did you do right before you hurt your back? What did you do right before your stomach started hurting? That's my favorite question to ask. Oh, okay, I was outside in the garden. I was weeding. Bing, big light bulb went off on my head, right? Super hot here in Virginia. I'm questioning, is she dehydrated? Also, lots of flowers are blooming and she's in the grass, she's doing things. Could it be allergies? Could it be pesticides, right? Lots of pesticides in different gardens. So I personally muscle tested her and we found out the root cause. But if you don't know how to muscle test, you could simply have them drink a glass of water, have them press Allergy Plus, see if that works, and see what happens. Usually, if you hit the nail on the head, it will make a huge difference. It may not go from an 8 to a 0, but in my experience, it should go from an 8 to a 2 or an 8 to a 1 at the very least. And if it doesn't go down that low, you haven't hit the root cause. That's just been my experience. So 2 minutes, her headache was gone. Had it not been gone, I would have asked a few more questions, right? It could be hormones, it could be stress. We could look at her adrenals on vitals. We had a big weather front come through, so maybe it was some cranial pressure. you know, lots of different things that it could be, and you just have to dig a little bit deeper. I am going to go ahead and share my screen because I'd like to show you some things here. And I feel like this is where the magic happens, when you get out of your comfort zone, right? It's easy just to put 2 buttons and just go about your business, but when you dig a little bit deeper, you can really have a huge effect when you're dealing with this wonderful device that we have. So leave your comfort zone, learn one thing a day, do one thing a day, and once you get comfortable with that, maybe try doing one new thing a day. If you've never done homeopathy, go ahead and try that, right? If you've never done anything with meridians, dig a little deeper on that, okay? So leave your comfort zone. And then finally, my secret recipe, my secret Seppi playlist. I love Dr. Masaru Emoto's book, The Hidden Message of Water. And I was following I would hold it up, but I always give this book away because I love it so much. So I need to order another copy. I was following my own advice. I was learning one thing a day. I wanted to learn a little bit more about structured water. I had read his book a number of times, but still, I read the book. And what he did basically is he took a glass of water and he taped words to the glass of water. And he taped like anger, love, gratitude, peace, all of these different words. Then he took pipettes and he took a drop and he froze them and he looked at them under the microscope. And the results are fascinating. You have to read this book. What he found that love and gratitude had the most perfect crystalline structures or fractals in them. And when I read this, I immediately thought, oh my goodness, like we're made of approximately 70% water, right? What if we could form these beautiful fractals in our body with our lymph system, with our blood, with all the water in our body? I mean, that's amazing. We can change ourselves at a molecular structure, at a cellular structure. At least this is the way I'm thinking, right? So here is, drum roll, my secret Seppi playlist. My highest vibe, I call it. I start with energetic clearing, then I go to gratitude, then I do love, forgiveness, and gratitude, and then I do love. And after that, I pop on the energetic shield. I play this literally every day. And sometimes I play this in between clients. If I have someone who's, you know, come in and had a lot of pain, I'll run this again just to make sure. I can't tell you what a big difference this little tiny playlist has made. I feel like I'm attracting people into my life that have similar qualities of love, gratitude, and it's just fabulous. I've been doing this walk every day, and this man, I couldn't even get to crack a smile, and I talked to everyone pretty much. So he would just look down immediately. Well, the other day he looked up and he just started talking to me, and he talked to me for 10 minutes. And I honestly think that it's because of this playlist. He just felt that vibe coming to him and he opened up. So I highly suggest going ahead and trying this playlist and seeing what you think. Let me know. With love and gratitude for listening to me ramble on, and also for you changing the world one frequency at a time. Have a great day.